All right, Avinnash Gorakssakar joining us this afternoon with his take on things as well. Avinnash, are you equally confident that things are starting to look better? We had a wonderful bounce back today, but that smile tells me you also think it was fairly temporary.
No, I think it looks to be a technical bounce and a relief rally, but I think clearly after a lot of days of underperformance, I think it's good to see green on the screen. My only fear is that the kind of liquidity outflows we have seen from the FIs. I think these flows have continuously remained negative. So I think unless that reverses, I think the markets are not going to see that this rally could be sustainable over a longer period of time. I think more importantly is the monsoon forecast, and I think clearly IMD has made things more clearer. I think with a clearly negative forecast, I think the worst case scenario can't be anything worse than that. So probably the markets could consolidate at the current levels, and probably 82, 82.50 could be a time where some sort of other profit booking could again start on.
Okay, if we take a look at what led the rally today, it was interesting. Cairn India, of course, 6 to 7%, a bit of a bounce back that we saw on the counter as well, and of course what was happening on the other side on crude, lending its weight there to Cairn, to some of the OMCs. But within the oil and gas pack, what is looking good to you, if anything, at this point of time? Are you taking a notice of the kind of movement we've been seeing on some of those stocks?
I think despite the fact that crude has shown a short bounce today, I would still be positive on the oil marketing companies, something like a HPCL or a BPCL. Clearly, I think if crude settles down at around 70, 75 odd dollars, still the gross refining margins would be good. I think clearly the markets are now awaiting the fact that probably entering next year, some other products like LPG or kerosene, some more regulatory announcements are made, because petrol and diesel, mind you, is now going to make good money for these companies. Talking about Cairn, I would say that it was just the bounce on the crude that led to a 8 to 9% upside on the stock. The merger is definitely not accretive to Cairn shareholders at all. In fact, the reading in the market is that Vedanta would obviously take the benefit of the entire cash on Cairn's balance sheet would come on to Vedanta. So I would say that once the merger happens, I think clearly Cairn shareholders would have nothing to do with this mega merger.
All right, in fact,